So a lot of people have seen these stages. They often start out like with these tube stages. The one we've seen so far is like he's running outside the tube, but this particular stage he's kind of on the inside of the tube. So let's just get rolling right here.
So this game looks crazy good because it is super detailed and super colorful and bright, and it's like impossible to take your eyes away from.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. I mean, we've gone through a lot of iteration. There's a lot of detail in the backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
Lots of stuff that the characters can do. Lots of moves. Everyone's been talking about how the parkour system, which allows Sonic to interact with his environment, jump over things, hop over obstacles and whatnot. So.
Yeah, I got a chance to play this at E3. I'm thankfully not playing now because I'm not good at it. But I noticed that it's totally the mentality of Sonic, like the original 2D Sonics on the Genesis. But like you guys figure out a way to make it work in 3D with like the same speed and the same like rhythm and timing involved. Yep. It's a pretty cool way it works.
I try to get a little bit too fancy there, trying to spin it. So there are these red sheep that charge at you. And they try to knock up the stage, and when you're talking to people and trying to play the game at the same time, it's like they'll get you. If you're not
this is a game that's really easy to look bad in a hurry.
Let's get it. Man, look how these things get those sheep, and they'll bounce me into the spikes, which will get you in trouble for sure. Stay away from me. It's these guys right here, man. Every single time. You know, just take your time getting there, you know? You get yourself in trouble.
Okay, now this is just pure 2D.
Yeah, so now this is classic sort of 2D gameplay. So with the parkour system, there's a lot of new things that Sonic can do, like climb up, jump up on ledges, climb up on walls. We also have these animals that you can release throughout the stages. Those have to do with unlocks later in the game that you have to be careful with, or you have to collect enough animals, but when you play the game. So it's like some of his new moves are these moves where he can like hop over stuff like that. So some of the there's some interesting kind of like sort of secret tricks you can do. Like for example here, if you press the RZ while he's in that move, he'll do like a little dash forward like that.
Oh, that's
it kind of keeps the momentum going. So lots of little hidden stuff in there that's not necessarily sort of spoken about in tutorials and whatnot. We have lots of little secrets and stuff for the players to figure out.
It's something that's going to make the YouTube speedrunners just giddy trying to maximize.
Yeah.
It almost has like a Mirror's Edge type vibe with that.
Exactly. Yeah. And some of it's a lot of it's like very there's like certain things don't necessarily make you go faster, but sometimes they just look cool. So for the people who are doing the speed runs and they want to add a little pizzazz into their runs, and that's how some of that stuff will come into play.
Cool. Are you going to show us some of that pizzazz?
Well,
or are you just focusing on not?
I'm trying. Well, you got me talking and playing at the same time, so.
Which is very difficult to do.
Yeah. This stuff right here. So yeah, Sonic is playing with the gravity and whatnot. So these things were on the floor earlier, but now they got to worry about them hitting you in the head. You know, so there's a lot of really interesting level design. That just when we took away the restriction that the gravity has to always be down. And up is up and down is down. Once we took away that design restriction, it allowed us to really explore what the different different kind of stage designs that we could come up with.
So was the intent behind the development of this like we want to go back to the original game but with a modern twist to everything?
I don't think that's it's more about the fact that Sonic's all about innovation, all about moving forward. But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff there's a lot of history. There's a lot of stuff that Sonic has just associated with him. And it's all about bridging that gap and trying to keep it fresh and new, but also delivering on something that people can relate to. So
yeah.
Right here we have one of the new color powers. This is the asteroid color power. It's controlled with the gamepad, so you can't really see how I control it, but it's really not grabbing footage that way. But basically, you do that to control the character, and
oh wow,
Sonic can basically grab up all this stuff, and then you can access these secret zones and try to get these. See if I can do this without getting myself killed. So close.
You gotta get that.
don't think I have enough. So basically, the more debris you get,
Yeah.
the better. The basically the higher you can jump, the more
Yeah.
stuff you can do. So I did a poor job at that, at doing it at that time. So maybe on the next time.
So the Colors powers from Sonic Colors are returning in this with new ones too.
Yes,
right?
exactly. There's a couple returning ones, and we have brand new ones as well.
Okay. It's crazy to think how this franchise has changed, like after playing it in what 1989 or 1990 on my Genesis.
Exactly. I mean, it's still didn't quite get through that, but
yeah.
I mean, like so you know, the last game, Sonic Generations, is all about taking sort of the best of breed, the best of Sonic, and you know, and putting it all into one nice little neat package.
Yeah.
But this one is, you know, we always Sonic's all about trying new things, trying to do new stuff. So and Lost World, you know, that's really where we went with this game.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can actually do this time.
So I know we're not showing it today, but is the 3DS version a completely different game based on this, or a essential port?
It's not. It's got its own. The team that worked on it is different, so it's sort of like a different interpretation of the same game design.
Okay.
So thematically, story is the same. Graphically, are like, you know, what the graphic themes, the stage design, the stage looks and feel are the same, but it plays extremely different. There's still parkour. There's still all the similar base moves, but it's just sort of a different interpretation.
Okay. Does it still have the running into the screen levels?
Yes. So it's actually the first Sonic game on a handheld console that actually has full 3D. All the other Sonic games to date have all been side-scrolling 2D games, but that one actually has forward-running 3D as well.
That has to look incredible when you flip the 3D